Ever heard of a startup that raised nearly $2 billion, got Hollywood's biggest names on board, and then crashed and burned in just 6 months? Today, we are diving into the spectacular flameout of Quibi, a story of ambition, miscalculation, and truly terrible timing. This is the tale of Hollywood's biggest streaming failure. Picture this. It's 2018. The streaming wars are heating up. Netflix, Disney Plus, and Amazon Prime are battling for your eyeballs. Then, two titans enter the ring. Jeffrey Katzenberg, the legendary Hollywood producer behind films like The Lion King and Shrek, and Meg Whitman, the powerhouse CEO who turned eBay into a global giant. Together, they announced a revolutionary new streaming service. Its name, Quibi. The name was a mashup of quick bites, and the concept was simple yet audacious. Premium, short-form content, specifically designed to be watched on your phone. Each episode, or Quibi, would be 10 minutes or less. The platform wasn't just about short videos, though. It had a secret weapon called turnstile technology. This feature allowed you to seamlessly switch between watching in horizontal or vertical mode on your phone, with the picture perfectly reframing itself. It was a slick, innovative idea. Katzenberg and Whitman believed this was the future of entertainment for people on the go, watching a quick thriller on your subway commute or a comedy while waiting for your coffee. With Katzenberg's Hollywood connections and Whitman's business acumen, they went on a fundraising spree. They secured a staggering $1.75 billion from major players like Disney, Warner Media, and Alibaba. The pitch was irresistible. We are creating the next generation of storytelling. And Hollywood bought it, hook, line, and sinker. Directors like Steven Spielberg, Guillermo del Toro, and Sam Raimi signed on. A-list stars from Liam Hemsworth and Sophie Turner to Christoph Waltz and Chance the Rapper were attached to projects. Quibi was set to launch with 50 original shows, a feat unheard of for a new service. They spent lavishly, with budgets soaring up to $100,000 per minute of content. For comparison, that's on par with some of the biggest shows on traditional TV. The marketing budget was also massive, including a multi-million-dollar Super Bowl ad. The hype was real. Quibi was positioned not as a competitor to YouTube or TikTok, but as a premium alternative, the HBO of short-form content. On April 6, 2020, amidst global anticipation and a whole lot of buzz, Quibi launched. And then, nothing. Well, not nothing, but a deafening silence where thunderous applause was expected. The launch was a monumental disappointment. Despite a generous 90-day free trial, Quibi struggled to attract subscribers. It quickly fell out of the top 50 most downloaded free apps, a death sentence for a new mobile-first platform. By the end of its first week, it had been downloaded about 1.7 million times, a fraction of the 100 million downloads Disney Plus saw in its early months. The company had projected it would have over 7 million paying subscribers in its first year. They ended up with around 500,000. So, what went catastrophically wrong? Why did this $2 billion bet fail so spectacularly? The answer isn't a single smoking gun, but a series of fatal missteps and one giant, unforeseen global event. Let's start with the most obvious factor, the COVID-19 pandemic. Quibi was built for the in-between moments, the commute, the lunch break, the line at the grocery store. When the world went into lockdown in early 2020, those moments vanished. People were stuck at home, not on the go. Suddenly, they had all the time in the world to watch full-length movies and binge-watch series on their big-screen TVs. The core premise of a mobile-only, short-form service became its biggest weakness overnight. Katzenberg himself later admitted, "I attribute everything that has gone wrong to coronavirus." But was it really just bad timing? Not quite. The pandemic exposed deeper flaws in Quibi's model. One of the most baffling decisions was the initial inability to screenshot or share content. In the age of social media, where memes and viral clips are the lifeblood of online culture, Quibi put a wall around its content. You couldn't easily share a funny scene or a shocking twist with your friends. This prevented any of its shows from gaining organic traction or becoming part of the cultural conversation. It was a fundamental misunderstanding of how modern audiences engage with media. Then there was the price. Quibi charged $5 a month with ads and $8 for an ad-free experience. This put it in direct competition with established giants. For the same price or less, you could get Disney Plus's massive library of beloved classics or Apple TV Plus's critically acclaimed originals. More importantly, you could get endless hours of free, high-quality short-form content on YouTube and TikTok. Quibi was asking people to pay for something they were already getting for free elsewhere. The value proposition just wasn't there for most consumers. The content itself, despite the star power and high budgets, was a mixed bag. Many critics felt it was just regular TV shows chopped into 10-minute segments, rather than content truly designed for the format. It lacked a breakout hit, as Stranger Things or The Mandalorian, that could make the service a must-have. While some shows received decent reviews, none managed to capture the public's imagination. The platform felt like a solution in search of a problem. Katzenberg and Whitman assumed people wanted Hollywood-level production in their short-form content, but it turned out that the raw, authentic, user-generated style of TikTok and YouTube was often more compelling. As the weeks turned into months, the situation grew dire. The app's rankings plummeted. Reports of internal turmoil and a disconnect between the two leaders, Katzenberg and Whitman, began to surface. They scrambled to fix the problems, finally allowing content to be cast to TVs and enabling screenshots, but it was too little, too late. The ship was already sinking. On October 21st, 2020, just 6 months and 15 days after its grand launch, Katzenberg and Whitman made the stunning announcement: Quibi was shutting down. In an open letter, they admitted that the idea wasn't strong enough to justify a standalone streaming service. They had burned through over $1 billion and were choosing to return the remaining cash to their investors rather than trying to salvage the company. It was a swift and brutal end to one of the most ambitious and well-funded ventures in entertainment history. The legacy of Quibi serves as a powerful cautionary tale for Silicon Valley and Hollywood. It shows that even with unlimited funding, A-list talent, and two brilliant leaders at the helm, you can still fail if you misunderstand your audience and misread the market. It's a story about the dangers of hubris and the importance of adaptability. Quibi tried to force a new habit on consumers instead of meeting them where they were. They built a beautiful, expensive car but forgot to ask if anyone actually wanted to drive it. The assets were eventually sold to Roku, where some of the shows live on, but the dream of Quibi, the revolutionary quick bite platform, is gone forever. So, did you ever try Quibi? What do you think was the main reason for its failure? Let me know in the comments below. It's a fascinating case study in modern media. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories from the world of business and entertainment. See you next time.